If your leadership feels capped right now, your growth, your impact, this video might be the uncomfortable truth that you need. You see, I've spent years studying some of the best leadership minds, some of the best leaders on the planet. Here are 4 transformative principles from some of these goats in leadership that I want to share with you. They're going to help you to become a better version of you. They're not soft skills. These aren't things that you just read about in a book. These are results driving truths that will either transform how you lead or expose what's holding you back. 4 principles to transform your leadership from some of the leadership goats. All right, let's go. Principle number 1, elevate your thinking. Elevate your thinking. Here we have a world-renowned leader, communicator, pastor, futurist, philosopher, Erwin Raphael McManus. He's the lead pastor of a church called Mosaic, located in California. He also co-hosts a podcast with his son, Aaron McManus, called Mind Shift. This guy has an elite communication skill, but he also has elevated thinking. Erwin, he thinks differently. There's a reason why he leads a thriving church called Mosaic in LA. It's a different area, different region, and I would attribute most of his success to elevated thinking. He doesn't think like most others in his specific church world, or there might be a default system or setting, and Erwin is a bit of a contrarian thinker. I've learned a ton from him. I've read several of his books. One of his books, Mind Shift, will help you to elevate your thinking. His simple leadership principle, if I was taking all of the learnings, I've read several of his books. I listened to a lot of his podcasts and his sermons, but his principle, elevate your thinking. Don't get stuck in the muck, arguing and debating over small things. Continually force yourself as a leader to elevate your thinking, to grow in your thinking. Erwin Raphael McManus, the leadership principle, elevate your thinking. All right, principle number 2. We get this one from Dan Martell. Dan Martell, elite leader. He is an optimizer. He has a software development background. Another guy that I follow a lot of his social media content, listen to a lot of his podcasts and YouTube work. He is elite at optimizing your systems. He has a book called Buy Back Your Time, which that's what the whole book is about. It's optimizing your time. If you don't have a system in place, you're not going to get dependable outcomes. If you are a leader, you need to have well-established rigor and systems. The quality of your systems is going to dictate the quality of what you and your team outputs. You need a standard set of systems, a workflow, a consistent onboarding process, a consistent process for gathering new clients, new customers. Optimize your systems. That's the principle from Dan Martell. Elite. The guy always wears that blue t-shirt. Elite. He's even got his freaking wardrobe optimized. All right, that's leadership principle number 2. Let's jump to leadership principle number 3. Craig Groeschel, another entrepreneur, leadership guru, lead pastor, the lead pastor of Life Church. I think one of the largest churches in the United States. Multiple locations everywhere. This guy is an elite communicator, physically fit, leadership beast. Craig has a saying, something along, I'll kind of butcher it, something along the lines of, as the leader gets better, everyone else around them gets better. If you are in a leadership role and function, you are the ceiling for your team, for your output, for the growth of everyone around you. You are the ceiling. If you aren't getting better, you are limiting those around you. You need to be constantly getting better. You are the ceiling. This is a leadership principle derived from the teachings, the philosophy, the podcasts from Craig Groeschel. He has a great, I think it's called the Leadership Podcast by Craig Groeschel. It's amazing. One of the best leaders that I know, not just in the church world, but just in terms of practical leadership tips. Elite. The ceiling is you. That's the principle derived from Pastor Craig Groeschel. All right, last one here. One of my favorite guys in leadership, Jocko Willink. The principle, extreme ownership. As a leader, you need to take extreme ownership. I love this. He has a book called Extreme Ownership. Uses tons of practical examples that shows maybe lesser skilled or lesser experienced leaders will cast blame. Well, this person didn't get this job done because of X, Y, and Z. The principle of extreme ownership says, I didn't help this person to get the job done. Here's where I fell short. Here's where I didn't do a good enough job as a leader, equipping, training, providing clarity, providing vision, defining our values. We need to first have extreme ownership. Yes, people will mess up. People will drop the ball, but it starts with us. As leaders, we need to adopt this mantra of extreme ownership. Jocko also has a great book, a field guide, strategy and for leadership. This is like gold for day-to-day leadership tactics and strategies. He also has the mantra of discipline equals freedom. One of the most disciplined guys I've ever listened to and learned from. Extreme ownership is the principle in this instance. 4 principles to transform your leadership. Elevate your thinking, Erwin McManus. Optimize your systems, Dan Martell. The ceiling is you, Pastor Craig Groeschel. Extreme ownership from the one and only Jocko Willink, former Navy SEAL, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guru, podcast host, leadership entrepreneur. These are 4 principles that can transform your leadership and help you get to where you want to go next, help you to transition and transform from where you are now to where you want to go next. These 4 principles can help you to become a better version of you.